it's just not a forever go down token. It has some functions, right? Right now, it's a reward token. People are treating it as such, but not financial advice. That might not be what you would want to do with that. Um, you right now, the what I'm doing with my bean token is I'm putting them in liquidity pools on 9 millimeter and Fux. Our pool with Fux has been gauged. So now if you stake your bean tokens on Fux, you will get rewarded with some Fux every day. So that's pretty awesome. But we have some other things that are coming out. I don't know if I can talk about the stuff we're working on regarding NFTs, but there are some NFT things that are going to come out. But one thing for sure, Bistro is our next DApp that's going to come out, I believe. Actually, we have 3 in the works right now. Bistro might make it to market first, and that is an OTC, which is actually pretty cool. And if you stake beans in the OTC, it will reduce your fees for those swaps. That says he's going to restart and see what happens. I have 2 channels now. I have the MCR channel, and I have taken over the Vets and Krypto channel.
Oh,
there's Randy.
All right.
Hey,
We're here.
How are you, sir?
Doing good.
Nice to see you.
To see you too. Oh man,
Did I do a good job, you guys? I took over the channel for a little bit. We took a tour of the couch, and that's about all I had.
Yeah, you're streaming on my channel too. Everyone's like, "Oh, Randy, you look different."
I've got the gray chin. I grew a goatee. I'm not sure I like it. The hair on my head is brown. I don't have hardly any gray at all, but I'm like Santa on my chin.
It's all good.
Yeah,
we're all getting there. We're all turning into gray hairs.
Yep.
So I sacked for MCR like 2 years ago. Again, with the original sack, something you guys did,
right?
What token should I be looking for? Is that just MCR token?
The MCR 369 token, correct?
Oh, MCR 369. All right.
Yep. And if you stake it in the buffet, 0x buffet, which is the address that's in the private chat, you'll start getting bean rewarded to you. There's some HOA coming to you, and occasionally when there's liquidations on liquid loans, you will get some USDL as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
No, I stopped using liquid loans. I didn't like getting redeemed. It's like, this isn't cool. I'm out.
I got redeemed myself a couple times, but there's still gains to be had, I think, in the stability pool, which is where those liquidations come from, right? And that USDL. What our DApp does, what Barista does, is those who have stable coins in that stability pool, it rebalances. So just like B protocol on Ethereum. So if you have USDL in the stability pool and there's a liquidation and some of your USDL is removed and replaced with Pulse out of a vault, right? That Pulse is then swapped back into USDL, so you maintain your balance plus a profit because there's some arbitrage there.
Oh, cool.
This has been running for 2-3 years on Ethereum with LUSD. B protocol is probably one of the better front ends, I would say, for liquidity on Ethereum, and I use that quite a bit as well. So
Great.
that's my main focus right now on liquid loans are these pools.
All right.
So, but I don't disagree with you. I think they've got some of that stuff sorted out, pricing feed wise as well as bot wise. Those redemptions seem to be going down. But I agree with you. If you have a wait and see attitude, check back, right?
Yeah, I just thought that I'd be fine. You know, I was at 350% or something pretty safe. And then one of the guys wrote me one day, "Hey Randy, have you checked your liquid loans loan?" I'm like, "Nah, it's good. It's safe zone." Went in, redeemed. I'm like, "What the hell?"
That happened to me too, bud. So I feel your pain.
All right. Okay, the stack was last year in April. All right.
Yeah. So that's what barista is in a nutshell. And as well as we have the staking pool where everybody stakes their loan token. You can stake your loan token in barista, earn the same amount of fees that you would get if you were staking in liquid loans natively, right? But on top of that, we tack on a steady flow of Bean tokens. So you'll get USDL, Pulse, and Bean on Barista, whereas liquid loans just USDL and Pulse.
Okay.
Same percentages though. It's just a pass through.
That's beautiful, man. I mean, just turbocharged, just boom.
Well, we are firm believers in building things that we would use out in the wild, right? If I hadn't have built this, would I use it? Yes, 100%. So that's what all of our things are built towards. The OTC. There's a lot of people out there that would like to off their bags, and I could think of one in particular, the BankX guys, right? That could throw a giant stack of hex or whatever they have on an OTC and let it constantly be chewed away. And not affect the price, because this wouldn't be factored in. It's an OTC, right? So that type of stuff is what we're looking to do. And the steakhouse, when that comes out, that could be a game changer. It is pooled stakes, but different than what you've already seen. It's everybody splits gas costs instead of one guy paying and the rest it's free. That sort of it's different. It's quite a bit different.
So just kind of lightly take me through, like if I wanted an idea on the steakhouse, wanted in a most decentralized manner, bring together a bunch of like-minded individuals that wanted to put into a pot for a common cause or a charity, and X percent, let's just say 1%, of their stakes would go to like a management fee to go towards said, in this case, let's say a charity. And there's numerous applications, obviously. This is just one example.
Right.
Is that doable, feasible, an option with the
100%.
steakhouse?
Yeah, it is. We don't have a giant fee. We capped it out. I believe it's at 1%. So those that are creating pools for 5%, that's not what we would use personally. I don't see any. I don't see any adoption of a 5% pool. Especially with Hex. I might as well just go join natively at that point, right? But if I have a 0 to 1% pool and I could join with Randy's bags, Vet's bags, and all the people we could put together's bags, max out the bigger pays better bonus, then it makes sense, especially if I'm splitting gas, right? So the Hedron comes to you, the gas fees are split, and the bleed out feature is interesting. Okay, so when you have steaks in steakhouse, there will be no bleed out feature on chain, right? Because it is claimed. Whether you claim your hex or not out of steakhouse is another thing. And we have emulated that, but emulated the bleed out feature of hex, but the hex goes to MCR stakers and the people within the pool.
Wow.
So it doesn't get distributed towards the daily payouts, right? It goes to the people that are involved with our ecosystem.
Right. Rewards the steakhouse
100%.
token holders.
Correct.
And to a certain extent, further down the road, kind of like KG's internet money wallet with time. Like, as long as you have time in your wallet, or you're just any wallet, right? It doesn't have to be his internet money wallet. As long as you hold that token, it is still earning you those rewards based off of the tokenomics. Like,
if you have MCR, you have to have it staked.
oh, okay.
If it's sitting in your wallet and you're trading it, or just letting it sit in your wallet like Randy, it's not earning any tokens. So stake your stuff, Randy. I would love to give you some bean tokens for free. It's not a bunch of money right now, but it's better than nothing, right? And like I said before, take those bean tokens, put them in the Fux pools, and get Fux tokens because we're gauged. The MCR token is gauged on Fux. We talked to Buck, yeah, and we Ty actually was instrumental in getting that dialed in. We got both of our tokens gauged on Fux, so pretty cool.
You guys know I love my fucks.
Yeah, it's a fun place to be, right? I love that place. I had a ton of stable coins in there. And when Liquid Loans came out, I moved them over to that. But now I'm gradually moving. I'm kind of spreading the love.
Spread it around. So, if you can speak to the founders and the people behind the curtain, who's the core team? What do you got? What's
There's only 4 members of our team, right? Ty and I are the ones who are the busiest, right? And Ty and I, but all of us, Ty and I and Dave and J Money, we all met back in the day and voice chat for Pulse Chain prior to day one of the sacrifice, when we were on there for 3-4 hours a day just shooting the shit. It was a fun place to be. We started a little subgroup in Telegram, and our relationships grew from there. And then what we did, a lot of tutorial videos, we did a lot of content, we did a lot of stuff with Haunted, right? When he first started doing his Haunted strategy stuff. Then the PulseX sacrifice came about, and I said, I don't want to pay anybody a percentage to be in their pool. Let's do our own pool. And we thought it was just going to be a handful of people, and we were going to get maybe 250 grand together and drop it into the sacrifice. That 250 grand ended up being a little over $4 million. And we were 21st wallet on the first page of the PulseX sacrifice. Everybody said, you guys are crazy for going with those guys. They're YouTubers, they're scammers. Everybody has got their tokens, right? With a 2-point-something X multiplier. Then we did the sacrifice for Liquid Loans. We got top wallet in that. We were at like $4 million, and then Godwale came in and dropped $5 million. And we thought we were doomed. We ended up being $9 million in that sacrifice. So we were number one wallet there, and our guys got to reap those benefits of a 2.4 something multiplier across the board, across all different wallets. We had day one token, 6-month token, 1-year token, 18-month token, 2-year token. So we had 4 wallets, and we separated them out, did the sacrifices as if we were supposed to. Everybody did pretty well, better than going by themselves independently, right? And our whole goal this whole time has been to swim with whales, right? A bunch of little guys getting together. I got $5,000, you got $300, you got 15. Let's put it all together, and maybe we can get a multiplier out of this that will let our bags reflect that of the guys that are way above us, and we did pretty well on that.
Yeah, and that goes. You've earned your stripes. You guys did your time. You earned. You walked before you crawled before you could walk, and you earned the community's trust in whole. And that is paramount, and that is what has, I think, led you to this pinnacle point of your products and people respecting them and taking you guys, as a legit solid team. And it's proving itself. Your graphics, the quality, there's a night and day difference. You compare other projects, your stuff is really top notch. I'm thoroughly impressed, and looking forward to it. So kudos to you, congratulations. Let's circle back on this. A multi-chain token? What the?
Let's talk about that.
What?
So originally, when we had the sacrifice for MCR, you were going to get twice the amount of tokens. Okay, so you were going to get MCR tokens that could be staked on Buffet on Ethereum, and MCR tokens that could be staked over here on Pulse Chain. Right? We changed that up because Stakehouse isn't launched yet on Ethereum. So we just doubled the amount of tokens on Pulse Chain, and those tokens will be stakeable on Ethereum. So we doubled the amount of tokens, and then you can choose your ratio. If Buffet has got big dividends and people are using the OTC and people are using Stakehouse over there, because there's a big thing for splitting gas over there. That makes a ton of sense on Ethereum, right? So that might be getting a lot of rewards. And if that's the case, you can move a portion of your tokens, the MCR tokens, from Pulse Chain to Ethereum and stake them over there. Same token.
So wait, rewind that. So you can take them from Pulse Chain. So would you literally have to unstake them to move them over?
Correct. So
there's only one.
If you had 10 million tokens and you wanted to move 4 million to take the fees over on Ethereum, you would send 4 million over there, stake them in the Buffet on Ethereum, and you would be getting all the rewards from the Ethereum-based products that we launch. And you could keep the other 60% over on Pulse Chain. The cool thing is we're supporting Pulse Chain all the way. Our liquidity pairs will always be on Pulse Chain. We're not going to do a big freaking pairing on Uniswap or any of that bullshit. We're just doing everything on Pulse Chain. We're supporting 9mm, FUX, and PulseX. And we have a significant pairs on all of those.
Oh, 9-inch? Come on. We sacked big for 9-inch.
I know. We don't have 9-inch right now. But anybody's welcome to start it.
Yeah, the thing I have a bone to pick with 9-inch. Yes, our groups, my group and your group, were the two biggest sacks for community sacks out there. And these guys have a beautiful DEX over on Ethereum. And I thought that was going to be the tool to help onboard people over to Pulse Chain because it was so cool. And hey, we're a meme DEX and that kind of stuff. But they ain't done shit over there. They've let it languish like it's like a car in the backyard without a motor. And I'm really disappointed. I thought that was going to be the key. One of the keys, at least.
I had big hopes for that.
Fuck,
Big
man, we
hopes.
all did, man.
Yeah, I had big hopes. I think it is one of the most a squandered opportunity to be the biggest meme coin DEX on Ethereum. I believe that with every fiber of my being. They had an audience that was glued, and not the case.
Yeah, man. I think just obviously a spade, man. Like the skill set was not there on the back end. I mean, there were issues. Things should have been foreseen, maybe not. But and then the whole the DDoS attacks, and DDoS shit, and this and that, and like, come on, man, like,
Yeah, it was rough, you guys. I hope they pull their stuff together. And the cool thing that's on the blockchain, it's not going away. And we have seen things resurrect themselves, like drip on Binance, right?
Yeah.
Every now and then it has a run up.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when the benevolent whale, Solid Hex, he went and he pumped ETH 9-inch, and everybody just dumped on him. He said, "Okay, I ain't doing it again."
Yeah, why do that? Yeah,
because I was hoping to get some attention to the token, but no, they just all dumped on him.
Yeah. So that was a sad thing. I still like that DApp. I like how memeable it is. The marketing writes itself almost, right? It was the best thing on the planet. And then on top of that, one of my friends, Krypto, Krill, and her husband are shooting out poor pleb stuff all the time, right? That is pertinent to 9-inch. They had a great thing. I hope it comes back.
It was the easiest marketing opportunity I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it was like, I got to get involved.
The beginning decisions were awesome. Right, everything prior to launch was it seemed well thought out. So
even the pools, they just did pools. They launched those on 9-inch with no fanfare. There wasn't any big live streams. There wasn't, hey guys, check out what's available. So I put a bunch of NOPE in there. Put about 10 million NOPE at the time, which you're talking 20, 22, 23 grand worth of NOPE.
Yeah,
people got it. But they didn't market it. They didn't market the pools. There was no live streams talking about it. So it was probably 50 people, and they were just all selling down the NOPE. I said, I'm not doing that again. I'm not just throwing my money at the wall. I was using this to help these guys market. But
right, yeah. Why do it otherwise, right?
Yeah. I was pissed.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a couple of moments in the past month that have pissed me off, right? I try to hold down the anger.
Exactly. And Randy, I get quite a few people recently have been like, for as much as everyone was looking forward to it, and Randy's group, like, people will say, like, I how can Randy not be upset about how 9-inch didn't work out and this and that, and they're like, they wanted to see, I guess, more anger and emotion out of you, Randy. And like, you've been around the block for so long, you just shit just does not work out. You kind of get, I don't want to say, well, numb to it, but jaded. Thank you. Right? I mean,
40 projects. Over 40.
The part about that is nobody wants to be the guy that pulls the fire alarm in a crowded theater, right? I don't want to be the guy that says, you know what, 9-inch is absolutely fucked, and then everybody runs for the doors and everything plummets, right? And that action will be traced back to me, not unlike some tweets we've seen lately, right? So I don't want that. I don't want that at all. If it fails, it fails. If it succeeds, it succeeds. But I don't want it to be as a result of actions of mine, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel about that.
I don't fund my own bags, and I don't fund the bags of the people that I know own it.
Right.
No way.
Exactly. I brought people into that through our pools, right? And we got a great multiplier. There was a significant timeline that was 2 times longer than anybody else's timeline that went into this because of our multiplier, where those people were in profit. And I hope they freaking made profit, or at least exited what they put in and kept the rest.
The only time we were in profit, I think, was the first 30 minutes.
There was some sell action day one. That is for sure.
Yeah.
But I was making bank. I had money in the Ethereum side in the pool, in the farms. I had money in the Pulsex side, the Pulse side of farms. I was making like $4 or $5 grand a day.
Me too.
For the first couple of days, probably the first week, it was still 4 figures a day. That was good times. Good times.
Yeah, I definitely made back my investment, but
100%.
my pool sure did not make back their investment.
Right.
Because I only put in $5 grand. It's not like I put in a ton of money.
Well, it was the referrals. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like that worked out, as
Yeah,
designed.
Well, that's why I'm doing that with air quotes with Randy from now on, the referrals. I don't know about this big buddy whale buddy of yours. I don't know.
Solid. He's pretty solid, man. When he believes in you, when he trusts you, he goes all in.
Sometimes I think maybe this guy that trusts me is on stream with me right now. Just saying. But to answer another thing that Vets brought up, when you do a steakhouse pool, all of those pools are unique tokens. Okay, so if there's Vets pool 1, that token will be unique to that pool. And it's one of the reasons why we created the OTC, because you can trade those tokens back and forth, but there will never be a liquidity pool deep enough for those tokens to make you money, right? It will be a situation like Trio has now, where if I sell $20 worth, I get 13 of something else, right? It's just the way it goes. So if you took those tokens and you put them in a pool in the OTC, you can swap them at face value if you would like, right? And they can change hands and be redeemed. But when that pool is created, those tokens will have a distribution, right? So pool is open for 7 days to accumulate mass, and then stake goes live. When those tokens get distributed to the people involved in that pool, you will have a token. You'll be able to go on chain and see who holds those tokens. So if he would like to generate an airdrop list for Vets token or Nope token from that pool, thanks for supporting the first Vets 1 pool. 1% of this is going to help others. Here's some Nope. Here's some Vets, and you guys will have a token list that's easily accessible to distribute to everybody. Also, we have if you guys ever wanted to do that, we have handful of people that have staked MCR tokens, right? We can whitelist other tokens on our DApp. So if you wanted to get some more Vets into MCR holders' hands, just tell us the contract. We'll put it in our thing. We'll say we'll add Vets to that list where it was Hedron, blah 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 blah. And we'll put Vets down there. We can put Nope down there, and you can airdrop people who hold MCR.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Go ahead
Yeah,
and set me up. I'll put a couple million in there, and help get you guys going too, for sure.
cool. I'll do that. Ty's watching, so he just heard that. He always talks to the devs and gets things rolling. I am an idea guy, and I'm good in pressure situations, right?
I mean, you've proved it. You've proved it with the different,
with the different
pools and
sacks.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stay up for 24 hours and I'll work ledgers and all that good stuff. But when it comes to day-to-day grind stuff that needs to be done on a daily basis, Ty's the man. He just freaking grinds through tasks one at a time, all the time, and then he brings to my attention stuff that I'm dropping the ball on, and I'm some freaking okay. I'll go do it real fast. I am a born procrastinator.
All right, we'll have to do a stream to do an actual like announcement stream when it's time.
Cool.
To get some excitement going and get some people setting up their MCR, and that'd be great.
100% we'll do that. We'll put it on our channel too if you would like. We could simulcast it through Twitter and MCR so everybody sees it.
That's all over the place tonight. Yeah, he disappears, comes back, he's like a ghost.
This is working as well as Vet's suspension when our first day at the dunes. He's just zooming all over the place.
Exactly.
We're the only guys at the dunes with tape measures measuring shocks. Everybody else is riding. We're freaking taking the tape measure and we're measuring shocks and adjusting springs and stuff in the middle of the dunes, which, by the way, are very sandy. That's the nature of dunes, right? so and we're embedding sand into shock springs and all that. It's a good time.
It's good training. It's good
training.
training.
Good training. There's a dry run for myself when I don't want to do it in the sand.
Right. No doubt.
It was good stuff, buddy.
No doubt. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing it all over again.
Yeah, 100%. Wouldn't change.
But yeah, man. So yeah, we just got to get the word out. You could probably. I'm sure Randy would love to have you maybe come in the private chat and talk to another demographic people. No permissions, Randy. How many patrons are you up to now?
430 or so.
430. Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And it's predominantly gray hairs. So we're,
it's an older bunch.
Older bunch. And we need to explain multiple times, but someone made a good comment last night. They're like, or actually it was today, noon. They're like, without this group, I don't know how we get anything done in here. It's like, it's so difficult, the stuff that we're doing. Crypto's not easy. And we just found a way to make it easier.
Yeah, I agree. I got to tell you, when things get a little sketchy, right? When there's a fear of the unknown, there are a few people in Twitter. I go to their posts, right? You're one, right? Randy, I'll go look and see what Rags thinks, right? I'll go to Hexo to see him swallow a microphone. But there's very few people that I'll go and check just to make sure my thinking is not off base, right? Am I being doom and gloom right now, or am I on target, right?
Right.
So it's a good way to check yourself, and you're one of those guys.
I put that tweet out last week. I wasn't joking. I said I'm not speaking in code, but I said sometimes taking profits is a bad thing. And last Monday I took profits.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was a good call. That was a good call.
Yeah, it was a real good call. Richard's over there buying Ethereum, and I'm over there selling it. I was like, what are you doing, Richard? Why are you buying this near-term top? We're going to have a pullback in this couple of weeks. And it came faster than I thought it would. I was saying the third week of March would be the pullback, right? Which is 2 days from now. And it came a little bit earlier. The whales, they decided they wanted to kick off this sale before we got too close to the halving this time, which is interesting. Nice play on their part.
Yeah, and you think after the halving, we picked up where we left off?
Yeah, absolutely. And who knows? We can go down to $46,000 Bitcoin here. It's that's still on the upper slope trend line. We're still looking good. So if it hits that, great. That's beautiful. That makes us. That's going to be the best looking chart Bitcoin's had in a while. If it hits 46.
Yeah. Since you brought up Bitcoin, I know that you were a part of the Anarchapulco stuff back in the day, long time ago. What
5 years I was with them.
What did you think about that hurricane that blew through there? That was crazy,
Well,
right?
my neighborhood got wiped out because I was down on the beach. And a couple of my friends, they had to leave and go back to Mexico City because their houses got destroyed. And that hotel that we would stay at, the Princess, just you could see right through it. It was like a skeleton.
That whole front face was just gone.
Gone.
And the crazy part is there could be the smallest tragedy in someplace else, and it's 24/7 news service here. That got hardly any play at
Nothing.
all in the United States.
The only reason why I knew it happened is because I have so many friends there. Acapulco's done.
Right.
And I lived there for 6 months during the pandemic, and I love Acapulco. I could never live there again. It's too rough around the edges, but it's still a beautiful place. The beaches,
Right.
and the parties, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, really sad event. And the people that we were really friends with, the locals, we
Right.
became friends with the taxi driver and his wife, and we were sending them money to help them and get them resituated because they lost everything. It was pretty
Right.
bad.
Yeah, that looked horrific.
They have shanty towns all up the hill. If you've never been to the other side of the mountain, it's all shanty towns. Those areas were just wrecked.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the shanty towns where all the service workers live and everything, yeah.
Absolutely. We lived down by the airport, so that area was just flooded out. So we had a first floor apartment. So if we were still there, we would have been flooded.
Wow.
I'm glad we got out.
Yeah. And you didn't see anybody doing any funds or call to send Red Cross.
Berwick.
Nothing.
Berwick did one.
Yeah,
but-
Berwick did. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. But who knows what he's doing?
Yeah.
AJ's got a funny thing. He said Joby Weeks is weak.
Yeah, I still catch Berwick every now and then just to see what he's doing.
Joby Weeks was remember Joby Weeks? He was the one that doing the cloud mining back in the day. And
Yeah.
I lost a lot of Bitcoin in that, probably about 7 Bitcoin.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Hey, so
I mostly like to check in on him just to see how his dog Lucy's doing.
I don't know. No idea. Hey, Jesus says, was Berwick right about Hex? Berwick never said anything about Hex. He didn't know anything about it. It was his gangster crypto vigilante guys who were promoting privacy coins and pumping and dumping them on their people. He never said anything about Hex. It was just the newsletter guys.
Pirate chain.
Yeah, they were all about Pirate Chain. But they wrote this up about Hex back when Hex was a quarter of a penny and it went to 56 cents.
Nice.
Oops, wrong call, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vince has got this up now. Do you see the bottom part? It says the market has decided Hex on Pulse Chain is the official Hex. Migration from Ethereum to Pulse Chain has saved millions of money and fees. Please update your info sites accordingly.
dude, this has everybody in a freaking uproar. Like,
Sure does.
oh my, wow. Just more fuel to the fire,
What happened to
Holy-
the stream where I would like to see my tokens expensive on all chains? Remember that?
Hey, you remember? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, man. The
It-
hits
it-
just
the-
keep on coming.
The part that doesn't make sense about it is there's going to be Hex coming out if everything stopped today for the next 15 years. It's a rolling market. So when we heard that people were going to support Pulse Chain over Ethereum, and we're going to change from stakes to mining and all this stuff that was one hit after another while we're building a steakhouse, right? so one hit after another, and I'm just telling everybody, that may be true, but there are a ton of tokens on Ethereum, a ton. There's just as many over there as there are over here. There are some thicker liquidity pools for EHEX on Pulse Chain. I get that. But the truth is there's going to be rolling stakes coming out for the next 15 years. And if we could take those hex that are coming out and the people that still have hex that want to stake, why not still launch on Ethereum? We're going to still do it 100%.
I'm totally about it. I thought that one of our best marketing tools, 'cause I always look at it from the marketer's lens, I always think that one of the best marketing tools we had was EHEX.
Yeah.
And because liquidity was thin, it was easy to pump the shit out of it. Bring attention to EHEX. People come in, they're like, oh shit, I can get it over here on Pulse Chain as well. I thought it was a good onboarding tool.
So what do you think in regards to the message on hex.com? Because was that one aspect of it? Some people were thinking that the first chart, when people say hex and they Google hex, the first chart they see is Ethereum hex right now, right?
And it will be for a long time.
Yeah.
But if we want them to see the better looking chart of the market decided hex, on Pulse Chain, like that's going to take a huge undertaking to try to get the Internet of Things, the world, to try to point.
So let's dive into this a little bit. This is all about SEO right now. We're talking about SEO.
Yeah.
There's thousands of websites that are pointing towards EHEX on these charting sites. Very few are pointing towards PHEX. So remember when there used to be the Hex is a Scam website, and myself and Krypto Coffee were like, look guys, if you guys want us to rank higher, we have to have websites, we have to point our links at hex.com and these kind of things. And it took us 2 years to get on top of that website. And now it's gonna be the same thing all over again. So in my opinion, I've said it a couple times, Richard took his dog out back and shot it. And now we as the community, now the onus is on us to go save our bags. So,
it's just like everything else. When it hits the blockchain, it's no longer Richard's. It's the people who own it. And sure, Richard owns a ton of it. And I kind of agree with some of the stuff I've seen on Twitter. If it's truly dead, send all your hex to the burn address, Richard, right? Do that. And that would be awesome. Let us have what's left. And just go to town. We'll have our front end up. People will have other front ends up. We'll always be staking hex over on Ethereum.
Absolutely. And I'm not taking out my hex stakes. There's some people that thought it was prudent to go end their hex stakes and go, give 50% to the OA, which is great because they just took all the hex off the market. Bye-bye forever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, biggest mistakes ever. Like, oh my God. So can we just be clear? Like, don't end your stakes. Leave them. You got them on both chains. It's okay. Leave them.
So that's going to be the good part about Stakehouse Vets, is because if you start a Vets pool and it accumulates 1.2 million hex, there's 1.2 million tokens that go in that are distributed to the people within that pool proportionately to how they went in. Okay. So if Randy put in 200,000 hex, he gets 200,000 of those tokens, and so on and so forth. Okay. And very much like an HSI, I can sell it to somebody, right? You can sell your tokens, and it can be a partial stake now, which is the most badass part about that, right? It's tokenized. No large fees it's a little bit more gas intensive to generate an NFT, right? And doing fractionalized NFTs is also a little bit tough. And then they're working on that 404 stuff that we see popping up on Pulse Chain right now. But this is a very simple way. We took the easiest path to splitting apart a stake and letting people own individual pieces of that stake and be able to, if the price appreciates, sell part of their bag, keep the rest, cash flow positive. It's pretty slick. All the hex that ends up in Stakehouse is locked. There is no EDS. if you would like to exit out of your stake, you sell some of your tokens. Somebody else will get that, right?
That's the clever genius part behind it. I love that aspect of it.
Yeah, there's no EES. So any piece of hex that goes into Stakehouse will never be EES. And the OA will never see 50% of any of our stuff.
Is that kind of like Maxi, how Maxi works? Or do you
That is kind of like how the Maxi worked. The only thing is they don't have a way to really swap large bags, right? So the OTC, whether it be ours or the one that 9mm comes out, will actually help Maxi quite a bit, because right now there's no true liquidity pool. If you wanted to swap little pieces back and forth, sure, you could do that, but if you're dealing with sums of money that are $1,000, it's absolutely impossible to go in and out of these things without significant slippage, unless you're talking about Maxi itself, right? Desi, Lucky, Trio, those are a little bit more tough.
Okay, great.
Fast the tool.
He's trolling.
Oh God!
Just poking the bear.
You crack me up.
Oh my God!
Actually, we're gonna come up with some other type of rodent. Maybe it's not gophers. Maybe we do moles, and then we'll let you burn those moles, and we'll mint you some new moles over on Solana. That sounds like.
Well, my mole's gonna get your mole, and the other mole's gonna X out.
I like squirrels. I like red squirrels. Those are
beautiful.
We can create a DApp where you can whack a mole, right?
Yeah.
And that whack mole will go straight to a Solana. That's how
we do gophers.
Yeah, and all of that pulse chain price, all the energy, financial horsepower will go straight over to Solana. I think that's crazy, but it's just me.
Well, what about from a marketing aspect of it? Just getting the exposure, whether it does anything or not, but it's out there and it has a direct relation back to And is this not going to be the cycle of multi-chains? It's becoming easier and easier to jump multi-chain.
There's two communities that I see kind of as walled gardens, and that's Cardano and Solana, right? I see it being easier to attract Ethereum, Binance, Phantom, AVAX, all these Arbitrum, all these other chains have easier ways to ingress and egress out of Pulse Chain. And as such, is very much like Pulse Chain at the beginning, right? We don't need you other guys. They have developed that mentality over there as well. But that's just my personal opinion.
Hey guys, I gotta wrap it up. I got my stream in 40 minutes, so I gotta.
All right, bud. I'm good.
Yeah, man. Glad you made it. Hey, I'm glad you had power. Obviously, the joke was on me today. So
hey, I'm glad I came back and I was able to show up.
Yeah, that's awesome. What are you doing right now, Vets? Are you on your phone now or what?
No. I'm just I'm still here. You can't even see me. Yeah, look at that.
We're living in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all good. But Randy, thank you, brother. We'll close it out, and everybody tune in. All 11 people on my channel, go over to Randy's channel and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the Steakhouse guys channel and subscribe and all that good stuff. But I'll drop you down. Thanks, brother. Catch you later, Randy.
All right.
And then there was 2.
Thank you, Randy. If you're still watching, you're awesome, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yeah. That's what he does, man. That's what he does. He gives it a good boost.
Yeah,
A little dash of sugar. You know, I know you're so busy, man. You should even if it's just a month, you should check out No Permissions and drop in. And I know you're a wizard and you don't need any additional knowledge, but
oh no, I can always use knowledge, buddy.
and even Fast Abdul and Yellow Cake drop in and shoot the breeze and hang out.
And it's TG group, No Permissions.
Is it what? No
It's
permissions?
It's a
no. It's a Patreon.
Okay.
So it's a paid. I think it's like I don't want to speak to the price. Just go to Patreon and No Permissions, and you can't miss it.
All right.
But yeah, man. Any other little tidbits that you want to like share? You like guys, if you don't know, like this guy has been around the block, knows a person or two. If something needs to get fixed, he's a fixer, or can get you in touch with the cleaner, so to speak. If you know what I mean.
I try.
Wink, wink, nod, nod, and he's
slowly
been
but
there, done
surely,
that.
people are starting to realize what exactly Ty and I do. We kind of got pigeonholed into those are the sack guys. They run sacrifices. Those are those guys. But we're quite a bit more than that. So I think people will start to see eventually that these dApps that we're building, there's a lot of thought that goes behind them, and the passive income opportunities are real.
Yeah. Do you have like everything road mapped out? I mean, you guys have more and more stuff in the pipeline. You probably haven't shared the roadmap, so to speak.
Right now, the only thing that we have roadmap to come out is Steakhouse on 2 chains, right? OTC on 2 chains.
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum and Pulse are the chains. And then we have another barista coming out.
For Ethereum?
No, just on a Pulse chain.
Oh. Mm.
So, yeah. So that's the roadmap that we have, and I don't see us going past that. We want to make sure that stuff gains adoption and becomes a well-oiled machine, and then we just go into community building like we've done before. That's our favorite thing, is being in chats and talking to people and stuff like that, attending dev meetings and approving Figmas and joining Trellos and approving this, that. It's not my jam, right? I want to be sitting there with my ledger, degenning, and then talking to people. That's what I would like to do. And then I would like to close the computer and go ride with my buddy Vets.
Yeah, zoom, baby, bang, bang,
yeah. Bang, bang.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Hey, so I was at the. Are you okay on time? I mean,
I'm good, bud.
Shoot the shit for a minute. So we just had the Pulse Chain tour in Vegas, right?
I wanted to go to that so bad.
It would have been so good to give you a hug. I know.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have seen you.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can pull it up. So I'll mute the thing. I was in a hurry when I kind of put this together. I played it right in the beginning, but some people don't know who all these people are, so to speak. I'm kind of like that guy that, I see my faves and I like to get pictures, and then sometimes I'm so caught up in everything that I forget to get pictures, and that always sucks.
It sucks in a way, but it's good to sit and enjoy the moment too, right? Instead of worrying about taking pictures of everything you're doing and everybody you're meeting.
Yeah.
But I see what you're talking about.
I like to share it with everybody, because it's an experience type thing. Let's see. I may just like freeze the whole fucking computer here. Like, we'll see what happens. It's too much CPU power. Maybe I better close the camera.
Can you feel it?
So, yeah, I'll just narrate this here.
Pulse.
So this was at the Pulse Chain conference.
Can you feel it?
Vets and Big Boy was there. DIY guy. That's not the DIY guy. That's True Moxie. You see him. He's a degen trader using the FAME protocol and all that, but he's up in Axis's group a lot. In the back here, you see Coach X. Coach X was back up in there. It was a stacked house of people here. So we'll continue playing here. And the oh Jesus Christ, this thing is like barely hanging on the thread. Did we just lose the video? Yeah. Do you see it on your end?
No, it's black.
Scott B, also known as 1T. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
Anyway,
Maddie.
probably should just.
And we're live.
Before it gets really ugly. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that you should upload it to.
Yeah. I'm trying to. No, it is downloaded on my CPU. I think I just got to swap this graphics card out.
No, you should have uploaded it to StreamYard and played it out of StreamYard.
Well, if it's shorter than like 5 minutes or 2 minutes, I think it's 2 minutes. You can only do a 2-minute video of data size to physically upload. I tried. I tried, man. Anyways, so let's see. If I don't have anything else here, this thing is really getting glitchy. But hey, man, if everything crashes, I want to thank everybody for coming. It's been a blast.
Definitely. Nice to see everybody in chat. Ty, Sandy, Paul, Mr. Wells with the 2 woofs. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Call them out. Love it. Let's see here. So let's see. Maybe I can get this to play here.
Baby, you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet. I can't help myself. You like candy. You like liquid honey. You taste so sweet. I can't help myself. You like candy. You like liquid honey. Oh. We're moving places I can't control. I don't know how to be without you. I don't feel whole. Look what you've done to me now. You got a body like a model. You got a body that you always find. Open up a bottle, and baby, you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet. I can't help myself. You like candy. You like liquid honey. You taste so sweet. I can't help myself. You like candy. You like liquid honey. You like liquid honey. You like liquid honey.
Yeah, man. There you go. That worked good. Yeah.
That worked way better, buddy.
Yeah. Well, that was just that one was uploaded to StreamYard and worked good.
Yeah. What's happened to some Hexagon? I haven't seen him around much lately.
Oh, he's alive and well. We have plans. We are going to be meeting up and going to EDC Vegas, baby, in May. So EDC, it's not everyday carry for all my hard charging peeps out there. It is Electric Daisy Carnival. We like electric dance music, EDM. The boop 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 boop.
So when is that, buddy?
So that is in May. So I think like last May, like mid, it's like the second or third week in May.
I'll be down there. I'll be down there on the 15th.
And now you got me thinking. Like, I'm glad I'm not on camera. I can go on my phone here and look at the date.
And I could probably just hang out with you, like hook up with you guys. But the triplets have a birthday. I am a triplet dad. I truly have triplets. And
Wow.
the
That's what your name stands for?
Get
Get out of here. No way.
and they turned 21.
Wow.
So I'm
Are they
taking
partying in Vegas for
I'm
21?
taking them to Vegas.
What?
Yeah.
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 That's good shit. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, so you're literally gonna be there May 15th?
Yep.
Holy shit, man. I might just might have to see you. Are you bringing the side by side?
No, I'm flying in.
Okay. Wow. Well, that might be interesting, man. That might be very dangerous. Interesting, because even some Hexican's gonna be there as well.
Yeah.
yeah. But congratulations to you, man, for being a triplet dad, legitimately, and for your babies, not so being babies anymore and being all grown up, 21.
Yeah.
Like, they'll always be your babies, but
It's pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, man, it's good stuff. So, all right, man, I won't keep you any longer. We'll do an outro here. I mean, you and I can just keep shooting the shit like we always do.
All right, bud.
But we'll play an outro here. Love you guys. Thank you everybody for showing. Let's do
Thank
our
you,
part.
everybody. Peace.
Like Bistro and Steakhouse these guys got great things coming. Get your steakhouse. Start earning those rewards. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I mean-
Come in the chat. Ask questions if you have them.
Yeah, for schnizzle. All right, let's hit the outro.
Pretty scary, man. Hey, isn't it because to be on 2 feet? Holy.
Yo, it's the Hexicans again. Krypto, this ain't the end. It's real life, not pretend. The code is what we defend. We some crypto junkies. Hex and pulse chain, we comfy. The price action bananas. Chimpanzees, monks, making trust to sleep. How can I claim a loss? Hex and pulse chain, they didn't rug. Gary Gensler, we're the victims. I really think you just spreading some fun. So tell me what this is about. Oh, you do anything for the clout? You are a joker and I am dope, but that's just a fact. Full disclosure. So tell me what's next. You think Richard Hart's gonna run with the funds? I heard some info to say that, and to me, that sounds really dumb. But that's just me, and we will see. Hex is no company. I am my crypto, how it should be. No restrictions, totally free. With DeFi, there's no middleman. Just code programmed to do what it do. Repetitive tasks, kiss my ass and regulate this new asset class, cause we some crypto.